Jurak Classic Whole Body Tonic is a dietary supplement, not a drug. Therefore, it is useful to affect the structure and/or function of your body in various ways, but it is not intended to and will not cure, mitigate, treat, or prevent any disease. Individual testimonials may not be everyone's experience and do not constitute scientific evidence. Jurak Corporation does not make any drug or treatment claims for its product.
All right. I want to say good morning to all the listeners of 104.7 FM. I'm Junior Thomas-Alexis, and welcome to BPS Movement. All right. 104.7 FM, and we have Mr. Anthony Jurak, the TonicMan. Let's hear from the TonicMan. Anthony.
Well, Junior, the TonicMan is here. Greetings, everyone in Trinidad and Tobago. As you can see, I'm on a beach as well, sunny Florida. But we are very, very important. We have very important news for the Trinidadians and the Tobagans, Junior. And it's all about this wonderful preparation. My father actually developed it beginning in 1922. He had it commercially available in 1943. So it's over 80 years that people are using this tonic, folks. And look, I'm now 87 years old. I probably look it, but maybe not. Some people tell me I look quite a bit younger. I think I do, and I feel younger, and it's because I've been drinking this for many years. But more importantly is I don't use any of those systemic medications that probably 85% of the world is now using. What is it? High blood sugar, high cholesterol, blood pressure problems, stomach acidity problems, testosterone problems, hot flashes. It goes on and on. And as this is a whole body approach to getting well, it works through the detoxification, the purification, and the oxygenation of the blood. And I have to tell you, when you start drinking this, if you take a photo of your blood, if you go for a blood workup or if you go and donate blood, take your phone and take a picture. And in 3 months or 6 months or next time you have a blood work done or you give blood, take another one. You will see the blood starts to get more and more bright red, and that's because it's getting cleaner and cleaner. And as it gets cleaner and cleaner, your body starts to function better and better. In other words, you get younger. Indeed, you will get younger. And I speak to people regularly over the last 30, 40 years that have been drinking this. Every month they order their provisions. They have their family on it. None of them go to the doctor anymore or once in a while. They no longer get colds. They have energy. They're in their 70s and even 80s, and they feel like they're in their 50s and 60s. And folks, this is not just me or they. It can be you as well. So Junior asked us to let you know how this works, why you should try it for you and your family. And the best way to do that is to invite people who have actually used it, not just me, but the tens of thousands of people that have had great results. And today we have a wonderful, wonderful guest. This lady has had a bad time with cancer, but she's here now. She's on the phone, ready to tell you her story. Please give her a listen and then think very, very consciously about how you and your family should also get on the tonic. So, Marcy, would you come and tell everybody all the great news? Tell them the bad news first and then the great news.
Thank you, Anthony. Well, my story started in April of last year. I had been told I needed to have a colonoscopy, and after a regular colonoscopy, I was told that I had colon cancer. I was devastated, went through the surgeries for it, had to see my oncologist. When I saw my oncologist, I was hit with the news that I was stage 3 colon cancer. Unfortunately, I couldn't start any type of chemotherapy because I still had an open wound from my surgery. So I had a friend of mine that came to see me one day with her sister, and they're like, "Hey, we want you to hear us out about something. We heard about this tonic from one of our customers, and she was talking about how it detoxifies your body, and how it had cleared up her face from acne." They told me, "You know what? It's worth a try. You can't have chemo. Might as well try this." I was a little skeptical, but at this point, stage 3, I was really at a point where I would try anything because I couldn't start chemo. So I started taking the tonic in August of last year. Um, by October, I started talking to my oncologist because I was still healing from my wound, but it was almost closed. So he told me, "Okay, we can go ahead and start." So he had to do some tests before we started my chemotherapy. When we did our testing, he asked me, or he looked at me, and he's like, "Ms. Krabanoff, you're stage 1. You're no longer stage 3." My daughter and I looked at each other and we could not believe it. You know, we are very, very religious. I pray. I had every family member, priest, my parents are very close to a lot of clergy. Everybody was praying for us. And the power of prayer and the power of tonic, I really think that that helped me, and it helped me detoxify my body. I know that Anthony talked to me and he's like, "Well, maybe you shouldn't go with the chemotherapy." And I really wish I had listened to him, but I ended up doing chemotherapy because this was my second bout of cancer. In 2011 I had breast cancer. Both cancers were both told that they were environmental. Cancer does not run in my family. So I had the chemo. Anthony told me, "You might want to start taking 2 ounces a day, just because you're gonna have those extra toxins and stuff in your body." And I did. And it did help me, get rid of the toxin. I didn't feel so people would tell me almost 2 full weeks before you had your next chemo session that you would be really drowned out. I drained. I was the first week or so, but then I bounced back pretty well. Just had side effects, which I really did not enjoy. But, here I am, February of 2024, and I had stopped my chemo. And I actually had a reversal surgery because for my first surgery had resulted in an ostomy pouch. So I had to go back in and have that same colon surgery. And, this time my my recovery was a lot quicker. So I really, really think that, detoxifying and just taking my tonic has really, really helped me. I was just telling Anthony that at the end of October, my brother-in-law is 71 years old, and he had a really bad heart attack. His doctors told him it was called the Black Widower. He shouldn't even be alive. Um, we don't we hadn't really spent a lot of time with him. He has a lot of children. He travels a lot. So we were in the hospital with him because he was in ICU. So we started telling him about the tonic, and he was like, "Go get me the tonic. I want to try it." And I was like, "You can't take it here." And he's all like, "They don't need to know. Just bring me the tonic." So that's what I did. I took him the tonic. When he started taking it. He started with his half ounce, then went to his full ounce, and it's already, where are we? We're the 3rd week. He's almost a month that he's been taking it, and he's seen a big difference. And he's already talking about it to his friends. My family. I have my entire family. And Anthony, I did want to let you know, my daughter Evie, she started taking it. She was the last one that hadn't done it, but to see that her brother, my son, had really bad facial acne, and it's started to clear.
How old is he?
He is 18. He'll be 19 next month. And my daughter, she started with stress and everything. She started getting a lot of acne. So she's all like, okay, I'm going to start taking it. But she's seeing also the benefits of her giving her more energy. I mean, she's having to go, they're both in college. So they're both driving to school. So she's like, I really see the difference, Mom. I'm seeing that I have more energy. My husband takes it. My husband has testosterone level issues. He has issues with his knees, but he also sees it gives him energy. We don't take the tonic too close to the evening because then we'll be up. At least that's in our case. But I mean, it gives us energy. My mom, she was 85 years old, and her main thing was she wasn't regular, and it'd be very painful for her. She also had sugar level issues, so she started taking it. And this is, I mean, again, my mom's 85. She's tried everything, home remedies, all types of laxatives, everything. And now she's regular. And she's not in pain. She absolutely does not forget to take her tonic. She is also like me. She does a lot of volunteer work. So she is always singing the praises of tonic. We have my dad on it. He has sugar level issues, or I should say had, because both of them, their sugar levels have come down, which has been great. Even their doctor asked us, can I have a picture of this tonic? I want to see what the ingredients are. And he even told my parents, you're good. Those are all natural ingredients. My cancer doctor had no problem with me taking it. Again, it is dependent upon your doctors, what they're going to say. But I've had two doctors that have said that everything is so natural. There's nothing that should interfere with our medications. And my parents have loved it. I have my uncle on it. I was telling a vet that my uncle called me this past week because he was having cataract surgery. So he got off the tonic for 2 weeks, and he started it again. And he's like, Marcy, I don't know what's going on. I'm having stomach issues and I'm taking the tonic. And I was like, okay, when did you stop taking it? Because he had told me he stopped taking it for his surgery because his doctor asked him to. And he's like, I just started yesterday. And I said, how much are you taking? He's like, a full ounce. I was like, no, 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 no. Start with a half ounce because you may have stomach issues if you do too much at once. And next day he called me. You were right. I needed to go to an ounce. He's like, I'm back on normal. He has his energy. He loves it. And he's another one. I have another aunt. I told Anthony as well. She was having circulation issues in her legs. She started taking the tonic because my dad asked her to. And circulation started getting better in her legs. She was supposed to have surgery, have 2 stents put in to help her with the circulations in her legs. And her doctor told her, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's working. So I truly believe in this tonic. I really feel that it detoxifies you. Exactly what Anthony said. It's so funny. I had another distributor that works with Anthony, Cecil Cotton. He's the one that actually told me about the blood. He's like, Marcy, when you get your blood and they're taking out your blood, start looking at your blood color. It's going to start getting brighter. And I was like, really? He goes, yes, it's oxygenizing better. You're going to see it. And I have seen it. And my blood was a dark, dark color. And it is getting a lot lighter. And it's crazy. I mean, you see it. You see it with your own eyes. It's amazing because you see the color of your blood changing and you feel healthier. You really do.
That is just like your car. If you do the tune-up, it'll last for 25 years.
I agree. I really, really agree. And this is something that I'm going to continue to do because we're reaping the benefits. We're reaping the benefits. And the best thing is it's all natural.
So how
And
old are you, Marcy?
I am 52. I will be 53 in about 3 weeks.
you are going to see yourself getting older, slower and slower and slower.
Yay.
Yay.
That's
That's right.
yeah.
That's the bonus. What do you call this tonic? You told us one day. What do you call it?
We all call it in our family the Jesus Christ tonic. The JC tonic, Jesus Christ tonic. My mom, myself, all my aunts and uncles, that's what we all tell each other. It's the Jesus Christ tonic.
Well, it's like because it's performed miracles for you, your family, and tens of thousands of other people, and everybody in Trinidad and Tobago. Folks, people are people, bodies are bodies. Doesn't matter where you live in the world. Everybody's body works the same way or does not work properly, and most people in the world, it does not work properly. So do yourself a favor. Wow, Marcy, what a story.
I'll keep telling my story, Anthony. I tell you, I sing praises. I thank your dad. I thank you. And I thank my friends for bringing this to me. I would have never, ever, tried it. I was on my last leg and, I am so happy with the results. I'm happy the results for my family and looking forward to the results of, more family. I think I was telling Yvette too recently, it's gotten around my family of everything with the tonic and how it's helped me and my family that I recently went to a quinceañera at the beginning of September for one of my nieces. And I had family members coming up to me and asking me, "Hey, so I heard about this tonic. Can you tell me a little bit of it?" And and like I told you, I'm like, I need to carry bottles of this stuff for me, with me, because I have so many people asking me about it because everybody's our grapevine of our family. Everybody's talking about it and saying how it's helped us and how it's helped our health. And then now that with my brother-in-law, he's starting taking it and he has more energy. Like I said, it was a really bad heart attack. He's having to wear they say it's a vest, but it's more like a defibrillator that is monitoring his chest. He's not going to be able to have bypass surgery. They told him his veins are too weak. He had bypass surgery in I think it was 2002, he told me. So the tonic he's taking to help him with energy levels and helping him detox his body. Because, I mean, I have to admit, he was not taking care of himself. He wasn't eating healthy. He was drinking. Um, and the doctor told him, if you want to live longer, you need to stop all of that. You really need to stop that. You
Well,
can't.
see, what if he takes larger quantities of the tonic, his veins and arteries are going to start to repair themselves. This is what happens with a healthy body. No matter what part of it, it starts to regenerate. It goes back in time. It just gets back to where it used to be 10 years ago or 15 or 20 years ago. So the veins, the arteries, of course, are going to be the biggest benefit because this works on the blood and the blood starts to improve in quality, and then the veins and the arteries and the circulation. That's why you're on with the neuropathy problem in the leg and the circulatory problem. That's what happened. When the blood starts to get healthy, it improves the whole circulation system in the body. And it may take time, and especially with him, he's older. But if they're monitoring his arteries and his blood vessels in 6 months or a year, when they look at it again, they're going to see the difference. It's going to be really, really remarkable.
And that's what we're praying for. I mean, like I said, he was in ICU and he was just like, bring it to me now.
I love that. I'm
But
glad he made that decision.
like, okay, I will. And you know what? I did learn when I was in the hospital with my surgeries, the nurses told us, they personally here in the United States at our hospitals, they're like, even if you're in the hospital and, you have to let us know what you're eating or you're taking, but we can't stop you. So that was one of the things that my sister-in-law was all like, he can't take it in ICU. And he's like, I want to start taking it. I want to start taking it. But again, the nurses the nurses put it on his chart and they looked at it and they were like, there's not medicine in it. It's natural ingredients. He was fine with it. So he started it right away. And like I said, he's going on, next week will be a month. And he loves it. He's seen the change. He has his daughter and his son-in-law started it. He has 2 friends that started it. And I buy 12 bottles every month or every 6 weeks. So I usually have a stash at my house. So my husband this morning, when he left, he had to leave out of town. He left with 3 bottles because he's going to stop at his brother's house to leave off tonic for friends. So it's just word of mouth and people seeing, how it's working for us and how it's worked for us. And it makes people believers because until you use it and you see the difference it makes in you, you will be a believer because I am. I am truly a believer for this product.
Hallelujah.
Yes, hallelujah.
So, Junior, what do you think?
I say that's a wonderful testimony. What I like is how you're diversified in so many ways in different people using it, the entire family. So you see at different levels how it works. It works on acne problem, it works on heart issues. I have myself had somebody who was in the hospital, he was swollen, couldn't move around, and by starting an ounce, they begin to bounce, and you feel the bounce, you see the bounce, you see the difference. So it is a product that is working, and we in Trinidad and Tobago are very much pleased with the use of the JC Tonic. All right, so people, you hear the story, you hear what the product is doing, well, how it's helping with cancer, they helping with different issues. All right, and Believe, Practice, and Succeed Movement Limited is always here, with and appreciate being on 104.7 FM, where you all can even be a part of this wonderful story. All right, many of us have issues in the tissues, all right, and this product helps to solve the issues in your tissues, and that product is called JC Tonic. All right, some call it Jesus Christ Tonic. The juice, drink the juice, hang loose, drink the juice. And so we are privileged, and we are really happy to be a part of this wonderful movement. When you drink the juice, all right, the juice, every juice even helping with blood sugar issues, which a lot of people have blood sugar issues. And so when you have a product as wonderful like this, we encourage you to get on board. All right, so we are Believe, Practice, and Succeed Movement Limited. You find us at Recreation Road in Davide and also in Bonaccord Main Street, Bonaccord, Tobago. All right, the numbers, if you wish to call us, it is 286-3931, 286-3931, 382 5067, 382-5067, and 475-8978. 475-8978. And remember, it is Believe, Practice, and Succeed. That's the only way wellness comes to you. You got to have some form of belief, and we are believing. We believe God with this wonderful product, and the thing is the product has not disappointed the users of it. So we are really very much appreciative of such
And
wonderful.
Junior, if I could just add here to make sure everybody knows, you notice that this seems to make anybody's problem, whatever the health issue, better. So this is not a cure for the acne or for the heart or for the blood. It's not a cure. It doesn't work as a medication does. It works to regenerate the body through the blood. And when the body regenerates, it's able to fix itself. Like it always did for the first 20 or 30 years of your life, it kept you in good repair. That's what it does. It brings you back into time. So it's not a cure. It's an overall, that's why we call it a whole body approach, because it will handle everything. So make sure that the listeners know, doesn't matter what they suffer of, when this gets going and starts to change the chemistry in the blood, everything in the body changes. Your fingernails get stronger, your eyes get brighter, your skin gets softer. Everything works because it handles everything on the body.
And that's people, and that is so wonderful. That is one thing we always encourage people to change the lifestyle. All right, the diet is very important that you make changes with your diet. All right, you eat properly, you drink your water, an ounce to half your body weight, you get your water in, you get your fruits, your vegetables, and those things in, and do your exercise, and those things is very important. Those are some of the major protocol in getting well. All right, and for those of you who wish to get more information on the JC Tonic, you log on to junior.jurak.com. So it's junior.jurak.com. So it is Believe, Practice, and Succeed Movement Limited. And the numbers again is 286 3931, 286 3931, 382 5067, 382 5067, and 475 8978. Until next time again. That's all.
There we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was
Anthony, thank you.
really great.
Thank you.
Okay, we will see you next time.
Yes,
All
bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.
Jurak Classic Whole Body Tonic is a dietary supplement, not a drug. Therefore, it is useful to affect the structure and or function of your body in various ways, but it is not intended to and will not cure, mitigate, treat, or prevent any disease. Individual testimonials may not be rep everyone's experience and do not constitute scientific evidence. Jurak Corporation does not make any drug or treatment claims for its product.